All right. 11 says a 30-foot ladder stands against a vertical wall at an angle of n degrees. So I'm just going to draw that. Here's our 30-foot ladder standing against a vertical wall at an angle of n degrees. And it wants to know how far is the base of the ladder from the wall. So it wants to know this distance. Well, it tells me, if you'll notice, cosine n is 4/5. So we could do us another triangle. N, cosine n is 4/5. So 4 goes here, 5 goes here. Okay, so if you look at this, we just need to figure out, you could set up a proportion, or you could say, okay, I multiply 5 times 6 to get 30, so we can do 4 times 6 to get x. So my answer is going to be 24 on that one. Or you could set up a proportion, x over 30 equals 4/5, and cross multiply and solve it that way. Divide by 5, x equals 24. All right. Our next one, let's see. Okay. Which of the following would be the area of the triangle below? All right, so we need to find, we're going to let 5 be our base. So area is base times height divided by 2. 5's my base. I got to find the height. So there's 2 ways to do it. We could go up this way and find it. And that be my height, or we could, let's do that one first. So my height, if I'm using this triangle that I just made, this is a 90-degree angle down here. So if this is 50, then this would be 40. And so you got your hypotenuse of 12. You're trying to find the height with a theta of 40. So we do cosine. Cosine 40 equals my height over 12. So my height would be 12 times cosine 40. That's one way to do it. Or you could use this one. I'm going to go ahead and show you this because you have another question where you got to know both ways. So if I use this one on the right for my height, we're going to use this 50-degree angle for theta. And so we'd say sine 50 equals my height over 12. My height would also be 12 times sine 50. And so let's calculate this. 12 times sine 50 is my height, which I get 9.19 or 9.2 is my height. Okay, so we said our base is 5, so area equals 5 times 9.2 divided by 2. My area would be 5 times 9.2 equals 46 divided by 2. 23 is what I get. All right, let's look at 13. Which of the following would be the expression equivalent to the area of the triangle? All right, so let's do one way. Let's do finding the height going this way. So my height here, this would be 40. And so we're going to do cosine. Cosine 40 equals my height over 7. Height equals 7 times cosine 40. Let's see what we get on that. 7 times cosine 40. I get 5.4. Well, if we look at the answer choices, they're using our trig functions in the answer choices, so I really didn't have to do that part. So my height is 7 times cosine 40. My base is 2. So let's do area equals my base of 2 times 7 times cosine 40 divided by 2. And so my area is going to be, cancel these 2's out, 7 times cosine 40. Well, if you notice, there is no answer choice that says 7 times cosine 40. And so what we need to try is this other one. Find the height this way. And we'll use 50 for theta, and we'll do sine. So sine 50 equals my height over 7. So my height is 7 times sine 50. Alright, so plugging that in, area is my base of 2 times 7 times sine 50 divided by 2. 2's cancel, so my area is 7 times sine 50, which is an answer choice. Alright, number 14, what's the measure of each angle inside a regular octagon? Well, we need to find our total degrees of an octagon. And so an octagon has 8 sides. Well, there we go. 8 sides. So the total degrees is going to be my number of sides to minus 2 times 180. So we're going to do 6 times 180. That's my total degrees. 6 times 180. So 1080 is the total degrees. Each angle will be the same degree inside that octagon because it's a regular octagon. That tells me all the side lengths are the same and all the angles inside the octagon are the same. So we'll take our total degrees of 1080 and divide it by, there's 8 angles, and that's going to give me 135 degrees for each angle. Alright, 15. Which of the following is an expression for the height of the triangle below? So let's find the height. Okay. So we're going to use this right triangle, and we'll use 35 for theta. So we'll do sine, which is opposite. Sine 35 equals opposite over hypotenuse, my height over 10. So my height is 10 times sine 35. That is an answer choice. Okay. 15. In the regular octagon below with center A and side length 10, what is the measure of angle ABC? Well, angle ABC is this angle here. Alright, so we already found the total degrees in an octagon, and we found what each degree was. Each of these degrees is 135. So this one has been cut in half. So to find the measure of angle ABC, which is 135 divided by 2, we cut it in half. And so we get 67.5 degrees. Alright, 17. So if this is 67.5, let's find our height. Well, this whole side down here is 10, so in the right triangle, the bottom would be 5. And so we're going to do tangent 67.5 equals my height over 5. So my height is 5 times tangent 67.5. Let's do that in the calculator. 5 times tangent 67.5. So my height is 12.07, which is 12.1 to the nearest 10. All right. 18. In the regular octagon below, what would the area be? Okay, so this is the same. Our height was 12.1. So the area of this triangle would be my base of 10 times 12.1 divided by 2. So that is 10 times 12.1 divided by 2. Area is 60.5 of one triangle. So there are 8 triangles. Okay, so we're going to multiply this times 8, and that'll be my total area for that octagon. which is 484. All right, let's look at it. Okay, 19. You got a triangle, has two sides that measure 10 and 16. It doesn't matter which one is the base. So let's let 16 be the base. And 10 will be this other side. This 40 degree, it says an included angle of 40 degrees. So it's in between the two sides. So here's my triangle. My base is 16. We need to figure out the height. So let's do this right here. And we will use sine to find the height because I have my hypotenuse of 10. This 16 is the whole side here, so I don't know what this side is. So we'll do sine 40 equals my height over 10. And my height will be 10 times sine 40. Let's do that in the calculator. Okay, I get 6.4 for my height. Okay, so for the whole triangle, the area is my base. My base is 16 times my height of 6.4 divided by 2. So 16 times 6.4 divided by 2 is 51.2 for the area of my triangle. Okay, for this last one, we got a side length of 14 and 8. Let's just let 14 be my base. And this is a 110 degree angle, which is obtuse. So let's make an obtuse angle. And this side will be 8. So 110, and then we'll make our triangle. All right, so we need to find our height. We have our base of 14. Let's find our height. And this is how we'll do it. Okay, I'm gonna do this. This side's 8. Okay, so we need theta, which if you look, these are supplementary angles, and this would be 70. 70 and 110 is 180. So let's find our height, and we'll do sine to find it.
Screensaver.
So my height is 8 times sine 70. Let's find that. 8 times sine 70. So my height is 7.5. So the area is my base of 14 times my height of 7.5 divided by 2. Area equals 14 times 7.5 divided by 2. 52.5.